Hello, fellow music makers. This is Bill McFadden from Tone Pure Music, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Celtic Era library by Eduardo Tarilonte. And the first instrument we're going to look at is the Iliyan Pipes. And we'll also take a look at some of the key switches. But before we get started, let's listen to a cue that I wrote demonstrating the Iliyan Pipes in action. So the interface for the Iliyan Pipes is listed right here. We have all of these various parameters that we can modify by using MIDI learn capabilities. Just right click on the control on the dial, and you can assign a MIDI instrument or a MIDI controller to that. So down at the bottom of the keyboard here we have key switches. So our first is legato. So here your legato, it defaults to legato. And if you hit another key switch, like here's a fast slide which I used in the cue. Here's your slow slide, which I used in the last measure of the cue. Here we have cuts, taps, bounces, and doublings, as well as short rolls, long rolls fast, long rolls slow, crayon on beat, crayon off beat, and triplet, as well as staccato. Now, in addition to the melody, we also have drones and regulators. So let's take a look at those. So down here, you have your drone, actually, those three, and then you have your regulators. Now, the general makeup, so that basically is an overview of the Iliyan Pipes. Now, the library also contains a category called Ancient. So you have your Carnocks, your Cornu, and your war horns. And in the Carnocks, you have Carnocks calls 1 and 2, and Carnocks calls low, as well as the Carnocks. And in the war horns, you have the big horn, and you have big horn calls 1, 2, and the big horn by itself, and also the black horn, you have calls 1 and 2. As far as keyed instruments, you have the concertina 1 and the concertina 2. In percussion, you have the bass bodhrán, and you have the bass bodhrán, bass stick, high stick, mid stick, traditional sticks. And the bodhrán itself, you have the bodhrán bass sticks, high stick, and traditional stick. You have well over a dozen soundscapes, and we'll get into those in one of the next tutorials. And then we have strings. You have acoustic guitar, fingered, plucked, and strummed. And then strummed, you have 16th notes, 3/4, 8ths, jigs, reels, and shuffle, strummed. And then you have Celtic harps, 2 of those, as well as fiddle and 3 fiddle rhythms, and the Irish bouzouki, as well as the strummed bouzouki, 16th, 3/4, 8ths, jigs, reels, and shuffle, and a tenor banjo. And then as far as winds, you have flutes, Irish flute, low whistle in D, and whistle in D. And then you have the pipes. You have the Highland pipes as well as the Iliyan pipes. Here's the drones and regulators, and you also have the Iliyan pipes, which we saw in this track right here. So we will be getting into these different areas in upcoming parts of this video. So this is Bill McFadden signing off from Tone Pure Music. If you like this video, please click like. And if you wish to subscribe, then please subscribe. So Bill McFadden signing off from Tone Pure Music.